This is section out.
Living in Japan as a black person.
Okay. First of all,
Honestly, it is what it
Oh, she
is.
kind of bad.
Like me being black in Japan.
If we were like a bunch of white dudes walking around, maybe we'll get.
Any black person out there who's watching your channel and wants to come here, I don't think there's any
Feels like a
reason to
Barbie doll
worry.
in the middle, bruh. What the fuck?
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Takashi from Japan. Today I'm going to interview black people in Japan. What's it like being black in Japan? And then I got many comments asking black people what's it like living in Japan. Something like that. So I decided to make a video this topic. Okay, let's find out today. On my channel, I interview Japanese people and foreigners in Japan. So it's the best channel for anyone who wants to come to Japan, whether traveling or living. And you can also learn Japanese here. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And on my Instagram, I show my daily life in Tokyo and share information about Japan. So if you haven't followed yet, please follow it too. Okay, let's get started. Okay, thank you for your help. Where from?
I'm from America.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How long have you been in Japan?
This will be my 6th year in Japan.
6 years. Oh, 6 years.
6 years.
Long.
Yeah.
Long. Can I ask what you do?
So I teach middle school and high school kids, not conversation English, but like academic English and academic writing and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's what's up. She
So
probably get
you're
paid to do
from
that,
America.
actually.
So you're black American. What's it like? What's it like living in Japan as a black American?
It's
You have any opinion?
I have many opinions. When I first moved here, I felt like a spectacle. I felt like a lot of people were looking at me. Yeah, I just felt like a lot of people were looking at me. But now that I've lived here for so long, it just feels like where I would live anywhere else, people are just gonna look because they have this notion of black people. So there's always like, oh, well, can she do this or can she speak Japanese or stuff like that. So like, honestly, it is what it is. Like me being black in Japan wouldn't be any different from me being black in like Europe or China or anything to me personally, because I just think that people are going to look anyway. They're going to make assumptions about me anyway. So, I mean, you might as well give them a show.
Okay. I wanted to ask you this question
What the
specifically.
Okay.
In Tokyo, young Japanese people, they do, their hair like dread.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it's... Yeah, what do you think? Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Some
What is he
people
talking
say
about?
like, oh, it's appropriation, and other people will say like, oh no, it's appreciation. I personally don't like it, but I can't make anybody do anything. So I'll just
Hold
sit
on,
and
bro. I
look.
gotta find this. What's he talking about? Damn, I spelled young wrong. Chill out. Young Japanese teens with dreads. Cause what is he talking about? I've never seen this. I better not see something crazy. What the fuck? Is that Jaden Smith? Never mind. I thought this was Jaden Smith. These niggas don't look... Well, I mean, they do, but, like... These are not dreads. Dog. You know this bullshit. I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about.
Mind my business.
Last question, do you speak Japanese?
もちろん。住んでるから。
住んでる。
はい。住んでるから話せる。
でも住んでる人でも話せない人いっぱいいるじゃないですか。
そうですね。本当に悪いと思うから。
あ、良くないと思う。それは。
良くないから。Anybody, if you live here for longer than 3 years, I personally think that you should learn more Japanese. Don't be that 25-year-old that like, I don't know any Japanese, and you live here for like 50 years and like, I'll never learn. Like, that's stupid. I think that's stupid.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your help.
No problem.
Where from?
Why was he looking at the camera like that?
I'm from right outside DC.
How long have you been in Japan?
I've been in Japan since 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh, I am an English teacher. I work with little kids and I teach them English. But forget all that. I'm a rapper. I'm a recording artist, a singer, whatever you want to call it. I go by Jay the Protagonist. All platforms, Spotify, iTunes, everything like that.
Yeah. This nigga just did a shameless plug. This nigga just did a shameless plug. What'd he say it was? Jay the antagonist? Or was it protagonist? It might have been protagonist.
Hey, yeah. Jay the protagonist in this bitch, mo. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey. Rent paid, now I got a place where I can starve at. If I ain't in the crib chillin', nigga, then I'm probably over where the bar at. Nigga, where the fuck are these bars at? I don't raise the bar to a motherfucking level, niggas getting no applause at. I'm trying to get them Tony Stark cracks. People really need to stop fucking with me. I ain't dumb or pretty, I'm a beast hoe. And I don't bark about nothing, motherfuck bluffing, going full beast mode. Your girl told me about the cheat codes, up, down, be a minute. And damn right, it's back to business. Kill the skirmish and the scrimmage. All these other rap niggas wanna be familiar. We don't even really feel ya. All the stone makes.
Hold on, bro. He was kind of spitting, though. He was kind of spitting. Dog. Why'd he just shamelessly plug himself like that? Wait, what was even his name? Oh, no, that was
Jay the
him.
protagonist.
Bro, that
You
nigga
know,
was
all
dog.
platforms, Spotify, iTunes, everything like that.
So I'd like to ask you about life in Japan. As a black person, how do Japanese people see black people? What do you think?
Well, when it comes to stuff like that, my perception, I don't really know how they see me. You know, that's a very good question. No, I've never actually asked a Japanese adult how they see me or something like that, and no one's ever really told me either. So it's, but I do imagine a lot of people when they hear the word foreigner, they might think of a white person. Generally,
Yeah, that's
generally, yeah. Like usually when they're like hiring for a job or something like that, and they want like hire a foreigner, in their mind they want like a white guy. You know what I'm saying? They're not usually not picturing like a black guy or something like that. When they foreign, foreign and a white person, they're like
Okay,
synonymous.
bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
We
They're
got
like
it.
interchangeable.
That's true.
Yeah, but like I said, all my friends and like all my homies were like rappers and artists. So usually when we go someplace like together or like in a group, we're performing, right? So we get a lot of love and we get a lot of support. Hip hop is very popular. It's global. You know what I'm saying? So no matter where we go, what we do, we get love. So it's been mostly positive. Like I said, I think if we were like a bunch of white dudes walking around, maybe we'll be treated a little better, but we're not exactly treated bad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I see. Like, hip hop in general, it's trending in Japan.
Yeah.
And many, guys, Japanese guys, they listen hip hop and then, they getting know about, black culture,
Right,
including
right.
hip hops,
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a cultural thing. In America, actually, they like black people as a culture.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily like us as a people. But when it comes to embracing us as people, who we actually are, we got a lot of work. It's kind of the same here, but I'd imagine there's not as many black folks here in Japan as there are white folks. We just need a few more of us out here just to, show what our actual culture and our actual way of living is like, But we all people, we all the same, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really much of a difference. Yeah, everywhere.
Okay. Last question. Do you speak Japanese?
My Japanese is very low. Actually with my job, we're encouraged to only speak English. Most of the Japanese I learn is from my students. So when I speak to an adult, I got to be very careful of what I'm saying to make sure it doesn't sound like stupid or silly or cute or something like that, So it's tough,
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you
No
so
problem,
much.
man.
Really appreciate
Thank you for
it.
having me.
Thank you for your help. Where you from?
I'm from Kenya.
I'm also from Kenya.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Bruh,
How long
she
have you
looks
been in Japan?
Fake, bro.
Right
She
now,
AI
2 months,
generated.
but I have been here before. In 2020, I was here for like 9 months, and then now I'm back. It's been 2 months.
It's been 2 months. So in total, almost a year?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've been here, I think in total, this is my 5th year.
Like, what's it like being African in Japan? Like, what's it like being black in Japan? Do you have any
Say
opinion on
black
that,
like
first
that.
of all?
It's definitely a bit different for us being black compared to like the white people, but then it's not bad, I'd say. My personal experience, You'd get a few stares sometimes, but mostly no one cares. So that's good.
I haven't had any negative experiences in terms of my racial identity because, in my opinion, Japanese are very welcoming, and even the stares that you get, it's not malicious. It's people are just curious.
True.
Yeah, so if you look at it in that way, because if it's not something you see every day, so when you see someone different, of course you're going to be curious. So it's not something malicious, and people are friendly. There have been so many cases where I've been helped
So many times.
yes, so many times. I've been helped by strangers, by Japanese. And I think that is something that I'm really grateful for. And the country itself, the systems, they have systems in place to help foreigners. Yeah, so any black person out there who's watching your channel and wants to come here, I don't think there's any reason to worry. Yeah, because Japan
going
is
to
very
Japan, chat.
welcoming, in my opinion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Next question. When Japanese people refer the word foreigners, it's usually like European or American, like Western people, or maybe Asian, like Chinese or Koreans. When I ask Japanese people about black people or African people, from my perspective, they don't have much like knowledge. They don't have much experience to seeing them. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good question. But at the same time, I feel like, just as she said, this is not something, or these are not people they see so many of. Because even when you walk through a station, you might see maybe just one other black person apart from you. So if they haven't seen as many black people, they don't know what to expect. And so I'm not so sure, but I'd love to ask a Japanese person what they think.
You wanna know too?
So we need to differentiate between the blacks also. So
Yeah, true.
yeah, because there's
that
black
mean?
African and there's black American. This is just my opinion, my view. I think a lot of Japanese have more experience with black Americans and they can sort of identify more with them because of the media. You know, they consume their movies,
look at bro's posture.
the movies, the music from black
right.
American, right? But
What
not
is he doing?
black African. And if you tell them you're from Africa, I think the first thing that comes to their mind is the national parks, the animals,
The park's true.
the parks, and that's what Africa is best known for. That's what Kenya is.
Not just for Japanese people, right?
Even
not
to other
just for,
Africans.
even to other tourists, even to other white people, to other foreigners I meet who are not Africans. Probably, I think if we need to change the perception, the Japanese perception towards black Africans, we need to put ourselves, our culture, our normal life in out there, not just the
The
tourist.
tourist side of it.
Yeah,
Actual life.
actual life.
True.
Last question. Do you speak Japanese?
No. Maybe ask me this question in like 1 year. And the answer will be yes, I speak Japanese.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And thank you for your help. Where from?
It is this.
I'm from Jamaica.
Nice to meet you.
Jamaica.
よろしくお願いします。
Y'all got the flag.
What brought you to Japan?
First, I took a flight from. I'm kidding. I actually wanted to escape Jamaica, and I wanted to expand my worldview, so to speak.
How long have you been in Japan?
A long time, like over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
Damn.
What's it like living in Japan as a black person?
Okay. First of all, a lot of times I forget what color I am because Japanese people are not outwardly racist, thank God. And so I often forget what color I am. But in any case, I've had many more positive
what?
experiences. In fact, Japanese people give me more positive qualities or more superstar qualities than I have. Like they think I can definitely play basketball, or they think I'm probably a good singer, or they think I'm somehow athletically blessed or something.
Does he not know
Yeah,
what that
that's kind of
means?
like
Positive stereotype.
positive stereotype Japanese have towards black people, right?
Yeah, and that's good. The more you interact with Japanese people and you enter their social circle, the more they treat you like one of them. There are certain social rules that you have to accept. Japanese society is based on a lot of social rules. And even a Japanese person who doesn't behave in the way that is expected, even they will be rejected. I believe there is a saying that
Yeah.
the nail that sticks up gets hammered down. So the best thing you can do in Japan is try not to stand out in a bad way. And if you just behave like Japanese people, then you'll be accepted. But not like you're mimicking them, because that's
different.
that's a
That's
totally
different.
different thing. Accepting the unspoken social rules. So things like taking off your shoes before you go inside, things like wearing a mask if you have a cold, don't talk loudly on the train, for the love of God. I'm the only foreigner who lives in my apartment complex, and I wondered why they accepted me. I remember back when I was signing a contract with a real estate agency, I heard her saying on the phone to the owner, だけど大丈夫です。日本人っぽいだから大丈夫です.
Oh.
And then
That
I
is
was wondering,
crazy.
日本人っぽい? Is it me, my face, or what? But then
Your
I realized,
behavior, right?
yeah. Japanese people accept if you behave just like them, but in fact you're a guest in the country, so you should behave better.
Last question. Do you speak Japanese?
少しですね。日本語、
どうやって日本語学びました？
デートとか、なんか
デート？
デート。
デート。Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.
That's all you can say. Let me stop, 'cause
Okay,
I can't
thank you
speak
for
any
watching so far.
Japanese.
How was it? That was interesting. I'm also planning to interview Latino people, asking them like what's it like being Latin in Japan, like as I did
that's
asking
all
like
cool and
Asian
all.